Welcome to Milwaukee's 54th Juneteenth Day Parade and Celebration on TMJ4. Join us as we honor the history, the stories, and the people behind the holiday. Presented by Northcott Neighborhood House and sponsored by Bader Philanthropies, Jammin' 98.3, and TMJ4. Now, here's your host, Andrea Williams.
Good morning and happy Juneteenth. We are ready to come to you live from the heart of the city where the spirit is strong, the energy is high, and the community is here in full force. Today's parade is going to start right at 9 o'clock. And of course, Milwaukee has one of the largest and longest running celebrations in the country, something that we are very proud of. We plan to show you everything happening here on the ground, as well as from up in the sky. With that said, let's take a quick look at today's parade route. We're going to kick things off right there at 9th and Atkinson. And as you can see, there are already hundreds of people who are lining up to take part in today's parade. We've got everything from floats to dance teams to grassroots organizations. There are all types of individuals, elected officials, your Milwaukee Bucks, the Brewers, Marquette basketball. I could go on and on. It's safe to say everybody that somebody is here ready to celebrate freedom. And of course, we hope that you make plans to come on down to join us because quite frankly, the only thing missing is you. I want to throw things over to my good friend, TMJ4's very own Gideon Verdine. He is there at Five Corners, and he is going to actually introduce us to the family of the late Anna Mae Robertson, who will be honored today as our Grand Marshal. Gideon?
That's right, Andrea. It is a beautiful day. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. I'm here with the family of Anna Mae Robertson. Guys, make some noise. It's a beautiful day. As you say, Anna Mae Robertson, World War II veteran, member of the 688, also an American hero, a true trailblazer. And it's so fitting that we honor her because her story has inspired us all. I'm here with her daughter, Cherie Robertson. How does it feel to have your mom honored in such a way?
Good morning, all. It's a great feeling. It's a privilege. It's an honor for me and my mother's other members of her legacy to represent her in today's Juneteenth Day. And I want to thank those who made this day possible to have my mother, the Grand Marshal, and since she passed, to let us represent her in this parade. And we carry her spirit with us today.
And what would your mom say if she was here today?
My mom would simply smile and say thank you. She was a woman of very few words, but her heart and her face and her love that she expressed to others showed. So she would simply say thank you. And on her behalf, I say thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think we got to start walking a bit. So I'll toss it back to you, Andrea. I heard we have something special for the Robertson family.
My mother was always positive when it came to talk about her fellow sister soldiers. She described them as a family.
One of 8 children, Cherie Robertson, recalls her mother, Anna Mae Robertson, talking about her experiences as a World War II soldier.
She is a hero, but more importantly, she is our mother.
After losing both parents, Robertson enlisted in the Women's Army Corps in 1943. She was honorably discharged in 1945.
She's been in Milwaukee since about 1946, and she came here because she met a fellow sister in the 6888, Evelyn Ross.
Ross invited Robertson to her sister's wedding, and she stayed, later meeting her husband and becoming a nursing assistant. The story of 6888 was made into a documentary in 2019 by Wisconsin native James Theris.
Someone comes up to me and says, "Have you ever heard about these black women from World War II?" I said, "Yes, I have." And then she said, "And by the way, one of them is still alive here in Milwaukee. Her name is Anna Mae Robertson." And that's why I did the film.
His documentary won a long list of awards and even earned him an invite to England for the 75th anniversary of World War II, where they screened the film. Last year, he met actress Kerry Washington, who starred in the 2024 film The 6888, directed by Tyler Perry.
God bless him. I mean, what a great film he made, you know, and it was just fabulous.
Miss Robertson's daughter, Denise Muhammad, agrees.
I watched it 3 times, and I watched the ending 10 times.
Washington played the role of Lieutenant Colonel Charity Adams early in the film. While in Milwaukee, the actress made a special stop at Robertson's home.
There was a moment that I felt my mother felt that she knew Carrie, like they had met before, because the closeness there was unbelievable.
The 6888 were awarded the Congressional Gold Medal in 2022 thanks to the advocacy of Wisconsin Congresswoman Gwen Moore.
You talk about a letter from home and how much that meant to those soldiers. I mean, I'm tearing up just to recall the story, but they did it for the love of country.
After they got out, they were confronted with Jim Crow laws and segregation, and they had children, and they still went out there and worked and believed in democracy and the freedoms of this country.
Their enduring legacy continues to empower women for generations to come.
It's an inspiring story, and it's an uplifting story. How can you not be inspired?
Mrs. Robertson's daughters found deep inspiration growing up alongside Milwaukee's Juneteenth celebrations, often attending the festivities with their mother.
So we would leave her house, drive up Atkinson, park on one of those side streets, and watch the parade. The entire parade, not just part of the parade, but the entire parade.
This year, the Juneteenth Committee honored Anna Mae Robertson by naming her the 2025 Grand Marshal. She passed away on May 30th at the age of 101.
Sincerely, from my heart, I'd like to thank everyone, especially the city of Milwaukee, for recognizing the sacrifices that she made for the city, for the country, and especially for our family. I know she's going to be with us in spirit.
Gideon, what an absolutely beautiful story, and we are so very proud to honor Mrs. Robertson today. And I know you're there with the family, so we do have a surprise for Miss Anna Mae Robertson's family today. She's known around the world as the Queen of Talk, and she's got roots right here in Milwaukee. Oprah Winfrey, who grew up in our city, is sharing a powerful message about the legacy of Anna Mae Robertson.
Hello, everybody. I wanted to offer my voice to the chorus of those celebrating the 54th Juneteenth parade. I was so pleased that Milwaukee has chosen to honor the legend, Ms. Anna Mae Robertson, as Grand Marshal. It is fortifying to know that her unique story and her dedication to her role in the historic 6888 Battalion that served in World War II, and then Tyler Perry did a whole movie about this year to honor them, will continue to be known for generations to come as we share her story. Her courage, her resilience is a beacon for all of us. Blessings to you in abundance, and blessings to all.
Oh my, what a warm message.
Yes, it is.
What do you think?
I'm speechless, and I'm usually not speechless. I do appreciate everything that everyone has done to get my mother honored, and I appreciate the words that Miss Oprah Winfrey spoke about my mother. It is truly quite an honor, and thank you, Andrea Williams.
Yes, isn't that beautiful? Not every day Oprah Winfrey wants to send a message to honor someone. Your mom was so special.
Yes, she was. She was special to everyone. And Miss Winfrey is a Milwaukeean, so I could see why she would want to say a word or two about my mom.
And she's influenced us all. So thank you very, very much. We appreciate you. Happy Juneteenth.
Thank you. A happy Juneteenth Day to you, and continue to remember that the struggle continues to fight for our democracy and freedom.
Lovely. Back to you, Andrea.
Thank you, Gideon. It warms my heart, and this is just the beginning of what we have to expect today as we kick off the festivities here at Juneteenth. A touching tribute also came across the country. Students at Ross Elementary in Northern California They created this special piece of art for Anna Mae Robertson's 101st birthday. The handmade poster signed by kids ages 5 to 12 was sent to TMJ4 to be delivered to her family. A heartfelt gesture honoring a remarkable woman whose legacy continues to inspire generations. Doesn't get much better than that. Thank you so very much, Ross Elementary. And for those of you who are just joining us, this is the 54th Juneteenth Parade and Celebration on TMJ4. I'm Andrea Williams, happy to be joined by my co-host, Frank Cumberbatch of Bader Philanthropies, and right next to me is Mac Weddle, former executive director of Northcott Neighborhood House, where he spent some 40-plus years, so you know a whole lot about these Juneteenth Day celebrations. How are you guys doing?
Just wonderful. Just appreciative of this day, this celebration, and being with all of you.
Well, it's a blessing. I mean, it rained all day yesterday. And look at what we got today. Beautiful weather. Let's start celebrating freedom.
Absolutely. I mean, really, to be able to show up today and see the crowds and then look up and see the sun.
Oh.
It doesn't get much better than
No, it does
that.
not.
So really wondering, before we go further, I just want to know, what does Juneteenth mean to each of you?
To me, it means a day of freedom. It means a day of celebration. It's a day of unity and fellowship, of people coming together.
All right.
You know, you mentioned freedom when you in your opening piece, but freedom isn't free. You know, when you think of a people who were property while they were helping people acquire property, when they picked tobacco and cotton and sugar cane, they built the congressional building, they built the White House. Today is a great day.
And with that said, we just heard a thing there, and we're going to go over to my friend Cassandra McShepard. We'll talk about what that was in just a second. Who is at the judges' table? Celebrity judge, Cassandra. All right, Company F, 29th Infantry, the U.S. Colored Troops, they always are the first thing we see when we kick off the Juneteenth parade, and here we see them right now. Guys, they're wearing the uniforms that USCT would have worn from 1864 to 1865, and that loud boom that we heard was them actually letting off, what is it, a musket? Is that? Yes. So what do you think when you see these women who are actually representing history, the only black unit from Milwaukee that fought in the Civil War?
Yeah, there were nurses, cooks, launderers. You know, they also taught the soldiers how to read and write. They played a critical role in the Civil War, and they deserve their moment.
Yeah, and then we see coming towards us right now the U.S. Army Milwaukee Recruiting Battalion. Now, they serve as the headquarters for 39 recruiting stations overseen by 4 Wisconsin-based recruiting companies. That includes Milwaukee, Madison, Appleton, and Fort McCoy. And they've got 1 Michigan-based recruiting company in Iron Mountain and 1 Illinois-based recruiting company in Loves Park. So this is a group that really works hard to recruit those individuals that help keep us safe each and every day.
Absolutely, led by Colonel Oliver Karp and Sergeant Major Claudia Whitney. You know, it's great diversity in that on that team.
That's what it's all about, and they are shaking hands, handing out some fun things for people to take home with them, and really this is just the beginning of all the great things that we are seeing today, and they've got all of their machinery, everything out here today, so great way to kick things off.
Yeah, you know, in our history, the military played a great role in that freedom as well, so it is only fitting that we honor our U.S. military.
You got that right. So when we look at the history, we talk about really all of the things that happened that led up to Juneteenth. 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, you had someone come to town in Galveston, Texas to
That's
say,
right.
hey, by the way, you guys
You're
are free. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, that is pretty amazing in itself. And here we are. It's the family of Anna Mae Robertson walking with her picture. And it says, I am not invisible. This is the legacy of a woman who helped change the face of the military during World War I with the 688. I love it.
The only all-female African-American unit deployed during World War II. How about that? And somebody from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yes, of course, Tyler Perry did the movie, and Oprah Winfrey played Mary McLeod Bethune in that movie, which she opened with a great message today. And Congresswoman Gwen Moore, she actually fought to have the battalion receive the Congressional Gold Medal, which they were awarded a few months ago. I love seeing this baby carry that poster because she knows that she stands on the shoulders of greatness. And Miss Anna Mae Robertson was actually the mother of 8, and she recently passed away, right, Matt?
Yes, she did, on May 30th, at 101 years old.
Absolutely. What a life to live. Mother of 8, 1 son, John Jr., who has passed away, 7 daughters. 5 of her daughters, Cherie, Regina, Janice, Dawn, and Melody, they are all here today. And I know her other 2 daughters, Denise and Angela, they are watching with great pride today. Look at this. This is the legacy that she leaves behind. Here are the daughters that I just mentioned. They are waving, and they are being escorted down the center of this parade by the Bruce City Corvette Club. Hey, John.
It is my hope that they're an inspiration to young girls standing on the sidewalk today to emulate Anna Mae.
Absolutely. I love it all. I absolutely love it. They deserve it. Now let's look at the Mr. and Miss Juneteenth winners there. So, Frank, you know the Freedom Ball is held every year to help raise money thanks to Bader.
Absolutely.
And let's talk a little bit, Mac, if you would, about Miss Juneteenth.
Oh, the Miss Juneteenth Day pageant started about 34 years ago. Started with Miss Juneteenth, then we decided to do a Little Miss Juneteenth, a Little Miss Juneteenth. And this year's celebration was really wonderful. They had over 30-some young folks participate.
I love that. Miss Juneteenth 2025 is Sydney Purefoy Mahone. She's 17 years old, attends Brookfield Academy, and wants to be an actuary when she grows up. And I had to ask her, what is that?
Absolutely. You know, I wanted to be an actuary when I was her age. It takes a lot of math. A lot of math to be an actuary.
Also, we have Mr. Juneteenth. Kamari Murray is Mr. Juneteenth. He's 17 years old, a graduate of Rufus King High School. He's going to attend UW-Madison in the fall, studying art and design, and he loves to paint.
And Little Miss Juneteenth, Lyra Kendrick, 8 years old, loves gymnastics and drawing, and wants to be a veterinarian.
And then there's, of course, Little Mr. Juneteenth, Mateo Cooks. He's 10 years old, graduated 5th grade from Golda Meir. And the first runner-up for Miss Juneteenth is Gianna Cooks, 2022 valedictorian of Milwaukee College Prep. And she received a full scholarship to the University School of Milwaukee.
One of our finest schools. Miss Juneteenth, second runner-up, Zora Pennigan Davidson, Ronald Reagan College Prep high school graduate, second time Dr. Martin Luther King speech contest mayor, and wow, she's going to Yale in the fall.
I love that. I love it. Then just quickly to run through, first runner-up was Carmen Fields, second runner-up Brooklyn Lloyd, third runner-up Candace Jones, and first runner-up for Mr. Juneteenth, Ethan Hampton, second runner-up Clifton Fryer, and that makes up Mr. Miss Juneteenth and their court. Look at these good-looking cars
Wow.
coming down the street. Gotta love it. That's the Brew City Corvette Club. Mac, you know a little something about that.
Oh, yes. Oh, they're very instrumental in our community. They volunteer their time every year at Northcott Neighborhood House. They give out Thanksgiving baskets to people that are in need. They give out Christmas baskets, toys to families and children that are in need. I mean, they're all over the city. They do some really good things other than drive them beautiful cars.
That's right. They said you don't just have to have a Corvette to be a part of this group. You have to have love for the community and be ready to give back.
Right.
That's part of the criteria.
Yes.
And Terry Rahman and Marshall Patterson Jr., I've known Marshall for years. They are the co-founders of this group.
Yes, they are, right. And they're carrying the pageant winners' families of the Grand Marshals today.
Absolutely. Just going to take in the sounds. Here's some of that horsepower coming down the street.
What a beautiful sight, eh?
Happy Juneteenth.
Can I wave?
You can wave. All right, and as the Brew City Corvette Club makes their way through, just a reminder for those who know and who would like to know, they're participating in a car show in Flint, Michigan later this week. So they also travel all over the country with these cars that actually appreciate when they leave the lot. That's what they told me. They don't depreciate like everybody else's car.
Right.
One of the few. One of the few. You can see the pride in the owners.
Absolutely.
The owners' faces as they wave.
And look at all the women that are driving Corvettes also.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that chrome is shined up, and the paint job has that little ceramic protection, you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta love it. And of course, we have our great mayor, Cavalier Johnson, making his way up the road. And this is a hometown young man, born and raised in 53206 area code, zip code, I should say. And one thing about it, people always think they know the outcome of that zip code. And he's a perfect example that some great things are brought up.
Absolutely.
In 53206.
He neutralizes the stereotype
Absolutely.
of that zip code. First black mayor elected to the city. He served on the council, council president from District 2, a graduate of Milwaukee Public Schools.
That's right.
All of those things neutralizes what we talk about these institutions and these communities.
Absolutely. And he also, you mentioned he's a MPS graduate. Bayview High School is where he comes from, and I'm sure they are very proud of what he has accomplished. He actually went to UW-Madison and earned his bachelor's degree. And we're also going to take a look at other people who are making their way down the street. You recognize that guy, Frank?
Yeah, I see Police Chief
Jeffrey North.
Yes, all of a sudden my head went blank staring at the chief. But yes, we have quite a few African American leaders from the city here in the parade, led by Mayor Johnson.
There he is, Cavalier Johnson waving. He'll be shaking hands and kissing babies for sure. That's what it's all about. His wife, Dominique, always by his side. They have a son and twin daughters, and they're living on Milwaukee's near West Side. So we are proud to have someone who was born and raised in this community, by this community, represent this community.
You know, the chief just got reapproved.
There's Alderwoman Malele Coggs, representing District 6.
You know, born and raised in Milwaukee, Alderwoman Malele Coggs.
You got
and she graduated from Riverside University High School, 5th generation of Coggs family, having served in public office. Youngest woman ever elected to Milwaukee's Common Council, first black woman to ever serve as chair of the Finance and Personnel Committee, married and mother of two, historical black college grad, Fisk University, member of Alpha Kappa Alpha. She's also an attorney, and Alderwoman Malele is also the second Miss Juneteenth.
There it is.
Yeah,
now, this
awesome.
is the type of information that Mac brings to the table.
Exactly.
Because you were around when she was a youngster.
Yeah.
Showing us.
Let me just add that we are sitting in the 6th district.
Absolutely.
She's walking right through her district and served it very well.
And I must say, I'm a proud product of 53206.
Thank you for saying that. Absolutely. And you have given back to this community in so many ways. Let's take a look at these. This is one of our competing groups today, the Milwaukee Hitters, the drum corps drum line, and they are going to stop right here in front of our judges who are celebrity judges joining us this afternoon. They will have 30 seconds to show us what they're working with. And these kids are going up for monetary prizes this year like they have in past years. Let it breathe, baby.
Yeah.
Hey! The Milwaukee Hitters are composed of rookies and members who also play for Bucks Beats at Fiserv Forum. They're performing at Summerfest all 3 weekends, and actually, guys, just participated in Green Bay's Juneteenth celebration like last year, year before. They always show up to be a part of the fun.
Yeah, all members of, they're all alums of Milwaukee Public School. Well, there goes my troop, one of the main sponsors, Bader Philanthropies.
Bader Philanthropies, yes, founded by Helen Daniels Bader, Isabel and Alfred Bader, and we'll get back to Bader and how you have been such a great part of this celebration. But here we are with the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yes, Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club, second in National League Central. They take on the Cubs today at 1:20 p.m. So make sure you catch that
at Wrigley Field. So that is definitely going to be one of those type of matchups. You know how it goes. And of course, needless to mention, we lost legendary Bob Uecker earlier this year. So the team has been wearing a patch in his honor, and really just all that he brought to the game, all that he brought just to everything he did, that energy, he will always be remembered.
Yeah. And not to mention the work that our colleague Cecilia Gore is doing with the foundation there, and a lot of these resources goes to the community.
Yes, and now we are looking at our Milwaukee Bucks. Bango is here, and they always have a nice group of young people tagging along with them to have some fun. And when we talk about the Bucks,
led by the Greek freak.
That's right. That's
Giannis. World champions in 1971 and 2021. Head coach Doc Rivers played basketball for Marquette from 80 to 83.
Yes, indeed. And the Bucks actually have a job fair that's coming up on June 23rd from 4:30 to 5:30 at Fiserv Forum. They're looking for people to help them out with retail, security, and arena staff. So it's just good to see everybody come out. Everything good that represents Milwaukee is here today. Please believe that.
Absolutely. Two of our great sports institutions just went by.
You can say that again. Well, we got a little break here. Let's talk about quickly. We've got quickly some time to talk about Bader Philanthropies being a presenting sponsor and really caring about this community. That building there, they are there because they chose to be there. We've got another sponsor coming up right at this second. Don't want to miss out on Jammin' 98.3. They are being represented today. That's Brandy Iberia in the back, my man Earl Stokes walking here. And then we've got one of our other competing groups, Royal Heat Dance Team. Judges are getting ready. They've got a float as well as a dance team that is competing today. So they are making their way to the judges' table. And our judges today are celebrities that have done a whole lot in the world of entertainment. We'll tell you a little bit about them coming up. This again is the Royal Heat Dance Team. They're ready to show you guys how to do it. Wow. Wow, the Royal Heat Dance Team. This is what we're talking about.
Amazing.
They're competing for money.
Hard
And
work.
that's
wow,
what it's about.
They were wonderful. Young people of all ages.
That's right. I used to be able to do that.
Me too, Frank.
I was on the gymnastic team in high school.
You were?
Yes, I was.
I love that. We do have another sponsor that's making their way right up the road. That's U.S. Bank.
That's right. U.S. Bank Center, the second tallest building in the state, 42 stories tall. Second behind the Couture, which is 44 stories tall. Both buildings adding to Milwaukee's iconic skyline, built in 1973.
Gotta love it. And I really am trying my best to have you tell us a little bit more about Bader and how you decided to move from the 3rd Ward to the Harambe neighborhood.
Well, Kenton, we've been serving the neighborhood for over 30 years. And we just decided to embed ourselves in the community because, you know, our values are very, very clear. We practice dignity, compassion, humility, and we thought it doesn't work too well to live those values miles away. So we embedded ourselves, and today we practice cultural intentionality. This is where we treat people with respect and with honor, and so we're really glad to be a lead sponsor of this event every year.
And we thank you and Mr. David Bader for all that you do. Dan Bader for all that you do. We thank you so very much.
Thank you.
There is our county executive, David Crawley.
Absolutely.
And he, of course, is the youngest and first African-American county exec in Milwaukee County history, another product of 53206.
It's an amazing statement, isn't it, Andrea, that both of these young men, leaders, are from that zip code?
Yeah, and I remember interviewing both of them when they were just making their way into politics, and to see them where they are now is amazing. So, of course, David Crawley was elected as state representative in 2016 and then was elected as county executive in 2020. And he's done such an amazing job. He was reelected with 85% of the vote and has a mission of making Milwaukee County the healthiest county in Wisconsin.
And I just have a feeling he'll pull it off.
You know, Executive David Crowley is a product of the Running Rebels. And it just shows you what a great organization it is, because they've helped so many young people to be successful.
Thank you so much, guys. We're just getting started. So before we head to break, we are asking viewers throughout the area about what Juneteenth means to them. We spoke with Elizabeth about the message she hopes is shared.
That we're all one, and that we all make mistakes as a society, as a people, as individuals, but we try to rectify them.
I can hear him.
We hear him.
Welcome back to Milwaukee's 54th Juneteenth Day and Parade celebration. I'm Andrea Williams, being joined by Frank Cumberbatch, Mac Weddle, and we've got somebody special who just made their way up to the stage, the one and only Antonio Freeman from the legendary Green Bay Packers. How are you?
I'm great. Great to be here, and happy Juneteenth to everybody out there. And man, this is exciting. This parade, the turnout every year. It's amazing to come back to where it all started for me.
Let me just add, he's the proud dad, he won't say it, proud dad of Alex Freeman, left back on the men's national soccer team. I am as proud of Papa as he is about that young man.
I love that. That greatness runs in the DNA. But we just wanted to bring you up and say hello, let everybody place eyes on you, and thank you for making Milwaukee a part of your personal life each and every year you're here at Juneteenth. Thank you.
It's good to come back.
Good to see you, Free.
Good to see you.
Number 86, Super Bowl champion Antonio Freeman. It's free time.
Yes, free time. Enjoy.
Good to see you, Hud.
See you, buddy.
And of course, we are now looking at our county supervisors who are making their way up the road. The Milwaukee County Board of Supervisors and Youth Commission. And these are a legislative body of 18 representatives elected to 2-year terms on the nonpartisan spring ballot in even-numbered years.
They represent approximately 53,000 people, and the Youth Commission consists of 20 members, 14 to 18.
I love that. And these young people actually make money working, right?
Oh, yes. They receive $12.50 per hour for active participation in the Youth Commission meetings and activities. Matter of fact, one of our state representatives, Kaylin Haywood was the president of the Youth Commission at one time.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that. And it's just so much great things going on. There's our governor.
That's our governor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Governor Tony Evers.
Dressed in his red, white, and blue, and his hair is making up the white part.
Re-elected in 2022, and was previously the state superintendent for education.
Yes, we've got everybody that somebody's here. Like I said that earlier today, all of our elected officials. I see Marcelia. She's got her banner there. And Nicholson, she is Madam President.
Yes, of the county board.
Yes, indeed. So this is a little cluster of all those people that we hear about in the news who actually represent us and help make decisions in our daily lives, and we love every bit of it. It's taking in the sights now.
That's Priscilla Cox-Jones that we see there, county supervisor there, elected in 2020, and she comes from that Cox family, which is political royalty in this city.
Oh boy, are they ever, that last name, Isaac Newton Cogs. I'm sure you're familiar with that family, Mac. The first African American elected to the county board of supervisors.
All right, there's the song of the year, y'all. They coming through. Where them fans at?
Where them fans at?
They got their boots on the ground, no doubt. Happy Juneteenth, everyone.
Absolutely.
This is where we come together as a community. We're seeing our black judicial court officials as well.
Chief Judge.
Priscilla Cox-Jones making her way through. All right, as we look at the black judicial court officials, they are making their way towards us, and these are individuals who wake up on a daily basis knowing that they have to make decisions that will, in fact, change lives.
Absolutely. One of those is Lena Taylor, who is one of the newest judges, Branch 41, in the county court, a long-time state senator.
Absolutely. In the words of the late, great Thurgood Marshall, the first African-American U.S. Supreme Court Justice, where you see wrong or inequality or injustice, speak out, because this is your country. This is your democracy. Make it, protect it, pass it on. There's Judge Lena Taylor, the Honorable Lena Taylor, who spent 19 years as a state senator for the 4th State Senate. So she has spent most of her life making those.
Oh, there's Milwaukee County Sheriff. Yeah, Danita Ball, elected as the 66th sheriff of Milwaukee County in 2020.
Yes.
First female sheriff in the history of Milwaukee County. First black female sheriff in Wisconsin, native of Arkansas. Received a master's degree in criminal justice administration from UW Milwaukee. Received a doctorate of philosophy and education leadership from Cardinal Stritch, and the wife of Odell Ball.
Yes, indeed. That's girl power right there. And her sorors would be happy for me to mention that she is a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Why did I know you were going to say, make sure you get that little piece in there?
Because people are proud when you can
Absolutely.
say that they are part of what you are a part of.
Absolutely. It is such a part of the culture, you know, of the fabric of these leaders. It has to be mentioned.
Yes, indeed. And we thank them for all that they do in putting their lives on the line each and every day when they put on that uniform and hit the road to make a difference in this community.
No doubt about it.
I want to talk a little bit about Juneteenth and all that it means. It is our country's second Independence Day. And we have to reiterate that in a way that this is not just one race of people's holiday. It is for us all. We celebrate the 4th of July for freedom, and we celebrate Juneteenth for that same very reason.
Absolutely.
Freedom.
I think it really is it's a perfect example of how did that freedom come about. You know, it had a lot of suffering. You know, I tell my athletes, suffering brings growth. And we grew as a country through a lot of suffering.
Absolutely. It was former President Barack Obama, actually, who said, Juneteenth has never been a celebration of victory or an acceptance of the way things are. It's a celebration of progress. It's an affirmation that despite the most painful parts of our history, change is possible, and there is still so much work to be done. There's our Milwaukee County Circuit Court. They're coming through representing
with their colors.
County is very well represented in the parade today. I'm very happy to see that.
Absolutely. Is that the Office of Equity that we're seeing come by?
I think so.
Well, they are, in fact, committed to serve the cultural, human, recreational, and social needs of this entire community. And they have a mission each and every day that they get up and go to work. We're coming up on another dance group that's going to be performing for our celebrity panel of judges, Vertical Essence. They opened in 2005, worked with 750 youth since Inspire Through Dance program, and it promotes peace and keeping kids busy through excitement of dance. They've got all the kiddos ready to do their thing.
They're ready.
They not only have their dance group that's a part of this competition today, that's their float that you see that came through there, and this is what it is all about. There's the Milwaukee County Department of Health and Human Services.
One of the largest county departments, aging and disabilities, behavioral health, child support, housing. It is a massive department.
Yeah, we are seeing all of our city, state, and county departments come through, and there's the song of the year again, Boots on the Ground. Now, the Milwaukee County Health and Human Services, they have a 24-hour mobile crisis line, and it provides mental health crisis response and intervention, non-police mobile team for all ages, 24/7 staffed by counselors, therapists, psychologists, and nurses. And I'll go as far to give you the number, 414-257-7222. And that's the Community Reintegration Center there. People dancing, smiling, and having fun. That's what Juneteenth is all about.
They deserve it.
That's WNOV. We see y'all.
They just lost a great person in Gerald Jones.
Yes, they did.
What a legend he was.
A legend. Meant so much to this community. WNOV radio station, Milwaukee Courier newspaper, but his legend will live on forever and ever.
Absolutely. In 1972, that was purchased by Carrier Communications Corporation, and he was a majority stakeholder, making it the first black-owned radio station in Wisconsin, one of only 30 in the U.S. And you speak of Dr. Jones, losing him is a great loss to this community. His celebration of life will be held July 27th at Holy Redeemer Church from 3 to 6 p.m. NOV air personalities coming through. That's what it's all about.
Now, he's such a gentle giant. You didn't see him much, but well, he was very powerful.
I couldn't agree with you more. Still more groups coming through, waving, shaking hands, kissing babies. There's our 12th District Alderman, Jose Perez.
12th District is the South Side district, mainly Latino district, but Tony's also council president.
That's right. Born in Milwaukee, grew up on the near South Side, obtained a BA in political science from Cardinal Stritch. All of these homegrown people who choose to be educated here at home as well, giving back to the community in that way. We got so many others who are coming through. There's Jocasta Zaparipa from District 8. That's
8.
Alderwoman, born and raised in Milwaukee as well.
Another Latina. Larissa Taylor, District 9.
Well, as our elected officials make their way through, Larissa Taylor, Scott Spiker, Mark Chambers, the list goes on and on. We're getting a taste of freedom today.
We have 15 districts in the city, distributed from the 9th in the way north at County Line Road all the way down to the 14th, which is close to the airport, etc.
All right, we've got a bird's eye view there as we go to break. We'll be back with the 54th Juneteenth Day Parade and celebration. We are back. Welcome to Milwaukee's 54th Juneteenth Day Parade and celebration. We've got all kinds of sights and sounds. And with that said, I'm going to go over to our judges table with Miss Cassandra McShefford. Hey, girl.
Hey, Andrea. We are loving the entertainment out here. It's a wonderful day of celebration. I want to introduce you to my esteemed co-judges. This is Cedric Daniels. Cedric is a renowned choreographer. Cedric Garner. Cedric is a renowned choreographer and dancer. You will know his work from So You Think You Can Dance, Will Trent, and Empire. And Tiffany Mayfield, also former Bucks dancer, amazing choreographer. She is also now a dance educator with Milwaukee Public Schools and with the show award-winning Hoops. And last but by no means least, K.C. Williams. He is executive director of Capita Productions, and We Are the Drum. So clearly, I won't speak for myself, but these guys are definitely qualified to judge the floats and dance competition today. Andrea, back to you, because I understand you've got a very special guest judge with you as well.
Oh, baby. This is the celebrity and all of Juneteenth today. Mr. Frank Gasson Jr., proud North Division High School graduate. He's choreographed for everybody from Beyonce to En Vogue to Brandy. We don't even have enough time to go down, but we're so happy to have you home. Welcome home.
I'm glad to be home.
And you're watching these young people. You're part of the judges panel. Talk a little bit about what it means to come home to see these young people showcase their talents, because you were inspired at North Division yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's just so great to see the young people dancing. You know, I think dance and arts keep people out of trouble, number one. And I just love the fact that these little kids out here are like, they're fearless. They're dancing on concrete. You know what I mean? In Hollywood, when we dance on concrete, we make $5 extra or something like that. That's called hazardous pay. But anyway, it's just so brilliant. It warms my heart. You know, I remember this 52 years ago. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Right down there, I saw the Juneteenth Day Parade. And right now, I'm just happy to be home. You know, my mother hated L.A., and that's why we're here. And I'm here to give back to my city. My city is so important to me, you know, because I know the arts can save your life.
Well, the city loves you, and you guys know he actually danced in the Smooth Criminal video with Michael Jackson. It doesn't get bigger than that.
That was my first professional job.
All right, okay, Frank, thank you. It's so good to have you home. We love you.
Andrea, Frank was one of my kids at the Boys Club way back in the day. He's a successful product of 53206.
All right, there's another one for us. Frank, we love you. Thank you so much. And we've got Milwaukee County Transit System bus that is coming down the road. And Milwaukee County Transit, of course, making a big difference in this city on a daily, getting people to where they need to be.
bus is still very important. You know, it's an economic engine for the city. Get people to work, because a lot of the work is outside on the edges of the city. So.
Absolutely, and this particular bus, Milwaukee County Transit bus, is a Juneteenth themed bus put together by the young people at True School. They did the artwork, and it really is something to behold. It says, "Celebrate freedom, our history, our culture, our village."
True School, one of our grantees, they really do a wonderful job of these young creatives. Look at that work.
It's absolutely beautiful, and to see it driving around town really is a reminder that freedom does not come easy.
And does not come free.
Our history, our culture, our village.
We'll just take a moment to take in the sights and the sounds of the parade. It looks like we got a little bit of a break. We were talking about Frank Gatson Jr. Being a product of North Division High School. You too, Mac,
yes,
are a proud graduate of North Division.
Yes, North Division has done so much for so many in this city. Frank is one of many. Dr. Howard Fuller, Marvin Pratt, Belle Phillips, Golda Meir, former police chief Arthur Jones. The list just goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I'm involved in right now is a group called Call to Action. And we're trying to do some things to help North bring back the history and academics that it once was. It should be.
Absolutely.
But Mac, why was that? What was it about North Division that made it stand out? Like, I was always curious about what was going on in there, between those walls.
We had community, and we stuck together. We were brought up the right kind of way. We thought if we missed school, we would miss something. Nobody wanted to miss school. We had so much fun going to school. At North, the teachers, they really truly cared about us. They participated in everything. If it was a Friday, no matter what the activity, on a weekend, they would bring their families out. They worked with us, took extra time out to work with us to make sure that we were successful.
Storm Chaser, that is where Shannon Sims is standing by, ready to tell us what's going on where she is. Hey, Shannon.
Hey, how are you, Andrea? We are in the thick of it. Happy Juneteenth! And I can tell you right now, it is blazing out here, but it's hotter on the streets because everyone is celebrating and having a great time. We've got Marquette basketball behind us. We've got Evolve Church ahead of us. So while we're praising in the front, we got a dance party in the back. We are having a great time. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to my co-anchor, Susan Kim, who's been out here talking to folks all afternoon long. Hey, Susan, what have people been telling you?
Oh, they're so excited and happy to be here because it's such a celebration and a great day. Hi, everybody. So I have been talking to the folks here at Evolve Next Generation Church, and I'm going to go catch up with them right now because Ebony is expecting to talk to us and just share how important Juneteenth Day is to everyone here. Where is Ebony? Ebony, where did Ebony go? Oh, there you are. Hi, Ebony.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, wait, she wanted her to do it.
We're at live, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, so Ebony, okay, so tell me, you all have been singing and dancing this whole time. What's it like to be out here?
It's amazing. It's amazing to be out here. We're talking about freedom. We're from Evolve Church, and so you can't talk about freedom without Jesus, so that's what we're here for.
Well, and what does Juneteenth mean to you and to so many of the little kids you have with you today?
It's a part of our history. We know that it's important to know where you came from so you can know where you're going. We're the Next Generation Youth Ministry, and we believe in freedom for all.
Well, Ebony, we have enjoyed your performance. Thank you so much. Have a great Juneteenth day today. As you can see, there's a lot of positivity here, and I'm going to send it back to you, Andrea.
Thank you so much, Susan. And we are getting ready to check out the Alliance dance team. They are setting up for our celebrity panel of judges. And they are one of the many groups that are showing us what they're working with as they get that money that's up for grabs this Juneteenth 2025.
The youngest seem to be the youngest dance group so far.
Yes, they start young, and you never know where you go on to be. I started young like that and went all the way to the NBA.
Got it. That's excellent. The Alliance motto, togetherness.
Just stay live as if you're going to be live, because they'll probably take you in and out. And if they take you, it means
49.
Well, as you mentioned, their motto is togetherness, and the purpose of this group is to develop and increase dance techniques competitively through teamwork, discipline, and leadership. Let's check them out.
Let's go! Let's go!
Way to work it, ladies. I love it. And like you said, Frank, all ages there.
All ages.
Little bitty ones all the way up to the teens. And like I said, they are competing for a monetary prize, which is no shot in the bucket. They got some nice money they're up for grabs.
Oh, yeah.
today.
Yeah, you could see it on their faces. They're serious.
Serious. And coming up, we've got the Milwaukee County Zoo. And that is special in itself because there's a history there. Founded
What they founded over 130 years ago?
1892.
Wow. 190 acres of land, home to more than 2,200 animals and 344 species.
Absolutely. Now let me test you all's knowledge here. Where was the first home of the Milwaukee County Zoo located?
Washington Park.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Mac is like the mayor. He knows everything.
He does. He sure does.
Yeah, they had 23 acres there at Washington Park, and then I guess it continued to grow, and then they landed where they are today.
We used to do our 4th of July picnics, Memorial Days at Washington Park. Get up early in the morning, pick your space, stay out there until your parents came with the food. Oh, it was just a wonderful time in Washington Park. That's like today. That's community.
Yes, indeed. And we've just got all kinds of people who are coming out, showcasing what they do on a daily basis. We talk about the young people and having these organizations that give them a place to go, give them something to do, and help shape them to be leaders of tomorrow while doing so. Even in dancing, that discipline goes a long way.
That is athleticism at its best.
Absolutely.
You know, it takes a lot of work to choreograph that, and they're athletes. And it's wonderful to see them perform.
Yes, indeed. Young people all involved this afternoon, and we love to see it. There's a familiar face, Vivian.
There she is.
Oh, and there's our TMJ4 people as well with the Storm Chaser. Now these, Shannon's with the Storm Team Chaser. So, hey, Shannon, what's going on?
Hello. You see it right behind you. Let me talk to some of these people. Having a good time. What are you enjoying about the parade? You like it? I like it too. What about you? It's always good when you get candy. It's pretty sweet, isn't it? We are having a great time here. This is actually my first time walking the parade, and it's so good to see. Say it one more time. That's what it's all about. This is my family picnic.
Happy Juneteenth, and you see the familiar faces of Marquette University's basketball team led by Shaka Smart.
That's right. One of the most dynamic coaches in college basketball.
There's Shaka right there. And I learned something new. Shaka was named after the head of the Zulu tribe.
Really?
And he said that's the best thing that his father could have done for him. So I think it's that leadership in his name that allows him to bring to these young men what he does through basketball.
Yeah, he's just a wonderful man. He's such he builds up these young people beyond basketball.
You know, I have a neighbor, young man that lives next door to me, and he works at Marquette, and he works with the basketball team, and he is so impressed with Shaka. He's just wonderful.
I think this is, I'm trying to see what school this is coming through.
Howard Fuller.
The Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy. They've got a float, and of course, their name's in honor of Dr. Howard Fuller, former MPS superintendent. You can't forget he's an activist.
And a graduate of North Division High School, 53206.
Freedom fighter.
Let him know.
You know?
Let him know, Matt.
Oh.
I love it. And it was so good to see our colleagues from TMJ4 come through. I mean, everybody that you see on the airs walking in today's Juneteenth parade with our storm chaser. And we really do care about this community. We want to be a part of this community, not just reporting news, but being a part of the fabric of what makes it great. And today's parade, I think, is a great example of that.
It really is.
And if nobody ever said this, let me just say thank you to TMJ4, because you actually took this event to the next level. I just want to say thank you on behalf of everybody in this community.
And we thank you so much as well. Here's the Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy performing for our judges today. Let's go. There we go. I love it. Cheering on our young people today, and that's what it's all about. And I believe this is Hyphen coming through.
Right. Tariq Moody, great addition to our community.
Kim Shine, Anthony Foster. They're an urban alternative radio station from Radio Milwaukee that plays the spectrum of black music. And we just named those people, and
there they are.
There they are. And it's really good when, I mean, I spent most of my life in radio, so it's really awesome for people who hear you on a daily basis to actually see you, because they put that voice and the face together, and then it changes things, that's for sure. Looks like the Urban League, the Milwaukee.
Another one of our great nonprofit organizations, national organization, but our Urban League really stands out.
It does, led by Dr. Eve Hall, located in the heart of Bronzeville, founded in 1919.
There's Dr. Hall right there, and
That's right.
She's waving to the people, proud to be one of 90 affiliates across 34 states. And they know through the work that they do at the Urban League that working together, the lives of every American can be made better. Rockin' steady.
Strong leader, strong organization.
He runs Cantango.
Just taking in the sights and the sounds of the parade. There's Visit Milwaukee. Proudly represented the greater Milwaukee area for more than 55 years, and they trace back to 1888. How about that?
You know, since 1967, Visit has been working with over 1,000 of our local businesses. I bet you don't know this, but in 2024 is the first time this community has crossed $4 billion in visitor spending.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow. And then not to mention, we had the RNC come to town, and they played a huge role in making sure that went over without a hitch. And
That's right.
Here we go, boots on the ground. Over at the senior zone, they definitely have their boots on the ground. They got their fans and everything, so I know they're having a good old time over there at the senior zone. But in the meantime, let's check out these ladies who are coming through.
40-plus double Dutch dance, is that who this is?
No, I don't believe so, because they would have their jump ropes.
That's right. They would. Thought that's who they were.
Well, they've got their boots on the ground. Where the fans at? Was I kidding when I said that's the song of the year? You're going to hear it all summer long. Here we go. Oh, they are getting their steps in today. Please believe it. Coming up, we've got St. Mark AME, one of our sponsors.
Yes, St. Mark's provides free food every second and fourth Sunday to the community.
Yeah, they're right behind this bus here, and they've got their own scouting group as well. And St. Mark AME was founded in 1869, and they are the oldest African-American church in Milwaukee, located right there in Bronzeville. There they are, St. Mark AME Church.
If I'm not mistaken, Mark.
Okay. Now, you were just mentioning, Frank, my friend, the 40-plus double Dutch group.
I was off by a little bit.
No, I'm just saying, they've got those jump ropes. That's how you know. And they are doing their thing. Now, I had a chance to go visit these ladies. Here they come right past this scouting group. There they are. They practice every Wednesday at Community Baptist Church. And when I tell you they bring out every game you played as a kid, you leave there tired, but you have so much fun.
That is so excellent.
Yeah, and there's a story behind these ladies, actually. The co-founders are from Chicago, Pamela Robinson and Katrina Dyer Taylor. And Pamela said she was going through some life changes, and one day just brought out her jump rope, told her friend, I just want to jump and go back to being a kid, let all the craziness from life, adult life, go and have some fun, and that's what they've done. There's a young lady by the name of Angela Scott. In 2024, she went to Chicago and found out how to start a chapter here in Milwaukee, and we're looking at them now. Let's check them out.
And all the women are over the age of 40.
You got it.
And
Their ages.
They look so young.
Their ages are on the back of their shirts, just so you know.
Wow.
Yes, indeed. I love it. And here's the thing that we really need to tell you. This just doesn't go from Chicago to Milwaukee. They have chapters all over the globe, including Germany and Canada. And these ladies just took a trip together to Ghana, just as a way of being friends and being together. They play together. They love each other. And these are a great group of ladies. They taught me how to double dutch. Everybody's like, you didn't know how to double dutch? I didn't.
I just love the concept. The concept of the fact that we're growing older. Do we have to give up our youth, all the fun we had?
Right.
No, we don't.
Say that again.
We really don't. And I think the concept, this idea will catch on all over the world.
Yeah, and Angela actually had breast cancer, and this is her way to also keep people that she loves and other women healthy.
You know, I come from a family of 16. It was 8 girls and 8 boys. I learned how to double dutch. I even learned how to turn the rope.
I want to see you double dutch.
Well, I don't know about now, but I could then.
Look, Mac, if I can do it, you can do it.
Absolutely.
All right, another good-looking group coming through here. Love these uniforms. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, beautiful colors.
Are we looking at the Divine Essence dance team? These young people are lining up ready to show the judges what they're working with. But really, if you just look at the streets, people are lined up from here to the beginning of this parade, which was 9th and Atkinson.
Dream Dolls.
The Dream
Wonderful.
Dolls.
From Chicago.
We just spoke up Chicago, I guess.
Yes, yes. Teams made up of young people from 7 to 18.
And I'm watching the judges as they look at each one of these groups that come by. They all have a smile on their face because they were once there. Please
Absolutely.
believe it. And this is the beginning. Who knows, you can be the next Frank Gatson Jr. or Cedric Garner or Tiffany Mayfield, or work with the kids like Casey Williams. And Cassandra has a whole different talent. She can sing.
There you go. You know, I'm going to make a shameless plug here. You know, this is one of the largest Juneteenth in the country, right? And I think the people who are on the air watching this should be aware of that. And we just want to say to them, you know, bring your friends, come and participate in something that's one of the largest that we have.
And here we have the Running Rebels Community Organization, one of Milwaukee's oldest African-American and led youth-serving organizations. Victor Barnett and his wife, Dawn, changing lives on a daily.
On a daily. As I talked earlier, David Crowley, a county exec. You know, he came through, you know, and there's so many young people that have been a part of the Running Rebels.
There's Victor right there, walking and smiling. For over 40 years, they provided 3,000 youth a year with professional mentors and workforce development opportunities. And they even provided the studio where the young people went in and did the PSA for this year's Juneteenth, titled "We Ain't On That."
We ain't on that.
You know, you talk to Looney, who plays for Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
He will tell you that this is the organization that saved him from the streets, and now he's playing professional basketball, and that's such a great thing.
Yes, and here's Homer Blow.
Homer.
The Homer Blow Foundation Incorporated, helping families, children, teens in the community by providing them with food, toys, school supplies. The list goes on. And this young man, everybody knows Homer Blow.
For over 31 years. You know, when we talk about politicians and business people as leaders, we sometimes forget guys like that. Homer Blow.
And Homer Blow's 31st annual birthday party for kids coming up June 28th. And here we go. Pretty girls are educated. Look at that. And they are pretty. Yes, they are. Youth-focused mentoring program for girls aged 6 to 18. And this was founded in September of 2017. And they've mentored over 500 girls and young women from all walks of life, not only in Milwaukee, Jamaica, West Indies, St. Thomas, and U.S. Virgin Islands. And I know that means something to you, Frank.
Absolutely. That's my part of the world. And it's so great to see what Nicole Goins is doing with these young people. She does a great job.
Yes, another great group that people from all over this community relate to is the Beckham Stapleton Little League, the oldest African-American Little League in the U.S. And we lost a great one with Mr. Beckham, who passed away in November last year, Mr. James Beckham at the age of 95. His thoughts and mission lives on.
Absolutely, and I hope it lives on forever. I had the opportunity to spend time with that man, and he is indeed a legend.
Yes. Former Negro League player, and Beckham Park, of course, located at 900 West Brown Street. We're proud of the babies. And here are the Girl Scouts. As a former Girl Scout, I can speak to what this organization instills in young ladies on a daily basis. They teach leadership, and they also create a world that you want to live in. They strive to make it better every single day. And of course, everybody knows about those cookies.
One of the greatest fundraising ideas ever. Girl Scout cookies.
You got it. And then next up, as their truck passes us, we've got the Wisconsin Community Services. And it's a nonprofit human services organization providing access to services for individuals facing challenges with justice system involvement and behavioral health needs. So making a difference in this community and beyond. That's a beautiful horse, isn't it?
Sure is.
We've got another competing group coming up here. That's the Divine Essence Dance Team. Marching down King Drive. Yes, indeed.
A new dance team created in October of 2023, and their motto is to create a positive, empowering space for youth through the art of dance.
Where they offer performance opportunities and community engagement to help build youth confidence, express creativity, and develop a strong sense of self. Their mission is to instill a love for dance and appreciation for the arts, while inspiring self-confidence, discipline, and respect. To foster a safe environment where the youth can grow, develop leadership skills, and learn the value of teamwork. Manager Lamika McKinney, coaches Jay Boyd, K.O. Cordy, Brianna Simmons, and Sean Wesley. What a great, great organization.
All right, let's check them out. Needless to say, these young people have practiced long, hard hours to showcase their talents today, and now they are about to show the judges how practice makes a difference.
Yes.
We're talking about practice.
Practice.
It's all a part of education.
Wow.
Okay, with the hair flip, and that means we are done. Thank you very much. And this is just a great example of the talent. And we're going to go out into the crowd and see what's going on with Gideon Burdine, our North Side reporter. Gideon?
All right, we're here at Juneteenth Day. It is beautiful. I'm down here at the end of the parade. Look at all these beautiful African garbs. I got a family here that's so beautiful. All these beautiful princesses in red dress. How you guys doing? Why was it important for you to come out today?
This is actually their first year ever at Juneteenth, and do you guys love it? Yeah.
I remember being a kid at Juneteenth. You guys look beautiful. Happy Juneteenth. And so, you know, if you're out there watching, you want to get down here, you want to come get some food, you want to shop with the vendors, you want to come and celebrate being black in America. It's just a beautiful thing, a great American holiday. We're having a great time, and I'm going to send it back to Andrea. Back to you.
Thank you, Gideon. And we have Michelle Pitts from Pitts Mortuary, who's making her way through now. Outstanding organization that really cares about the community. They don't just do the services that we expect of a mortuary, but they reach out, they help families who may not have the means of burying their loved ones, and that's really what community is all about.
Dignity.
Yes.
Dignity. Even if you cannot afford it, she makes you know that the loss of your loved one will go with dignity. That's very important.
I agree with you. There is Wisconsin State Senator Dora Drake, and she is happy and dancing along. She's representing District 4.
Elected this year to the state senate.
Yes.
Previously served 2 terms in the Wisconsin State Assembly. Born and raised in Milwaukee, Marquette grad. 4th district includes parts of Glendale, Shorewood, and Brown Deer.
Yes, indeed. We're looking at our representatives today, people who you need to know who they are. You need to know
Absolutely.
how to contact them and make a difference where you live and how you would like things to be. Those are the people we're seeing today. So take in their faces, know who they are, and know how to get in contact with them.
They deliver your voice.
Absolutely.
To get to get legislation and policy done to serve the community. Absolutely. You have to know them.
And we said something big earlier. A lot of these elected officials born and raised in Milwaukee, they're not transplants.
No.
They come, they grow up and they know what the issues are, and they obviously are influenced and inspired to help make change.
Without a doubt.
Let's just take in the sights and sounds of what's going on here at Juneteenth 2025. Caitlin Haywood II, he's coming through. Wisconsin State Representative representing District 16?
Number 16, right. Elected to Wisconsin State Assembly in 2018 at 19 years old. So add that up. He's still a young man.
He's still a young man. And he is the second youngest person ever elected, like you said, but he's still one of the youngest elected officials in this country. So that's something to keep in mind. I remember when he was in high school and he was serving as president of the City of Milwaukee Youth Council, and he said, I'm running for office. And I'm one of those people, well, don't you think you should go in order like alderman before you go state representative? No, he knew exactly what he wanted to do, and he made it happen. The sensational 16th district is what he likes to call this district, and we're so very proud of him. And wow, we don't know what he's going to go on to do because he's just 26 years young.
But he will do something. I love his energy. He's always upbeat.
There's G's Clippers. G's Clippers and G's MKE Wellness Clinic. Everybody in the city knows G. His shop is in the heart of Bronzeville, right here on King Drive. And what I love about G is that he is celebrating his 30th anniversary. There he is, that smile you recognize anywhere. And they wear those referee shirts because
he's got his whole shop decorated like the Milwaukee Bucks arena. The
He
floor,
and
everything.
And it's the fitting uniform. The man loves sports. You know, he ran in every major marathon on the planet.
Yeah.
From Boston to London to Tokyo. Every marathon.
I love it. And we're seeing the sign of his wellness clinic, and that opened inside G's Clippers in 2023. And the goal is to make healthcare and education available to all individuals in Milwaukee. And in celebration of his 30th year anniversary this year, G's got a block party planned tomorrow. We're talking about you. On MLK Drive and Garfield from noon to 4. Then he's got a grand finale celebration party planned at the Downtown Marriott on Sunday at 7 p.m. Now that's how you celebrate an anniversary.
That's a wonderful person.
G's
Right
Clippers.
You know, he told me once that men come in the barbershop and tell each other things that they don't tell their wives when they go home.
That's the history of the barbershop.
Exactly,
yeah.
right? So it's profound that he would make that space for them to come and heal and you know, be part of something with some humanity and dignity.
Yeah, because, you know, we can hardly get you men to go to the doctor. Look at this beautiful campaign bus for Juneteenth, Bader Philanthropies, Northcott Neighborhood House, both of you representing what that stands for as major sponsors. 54 years.
54 years.
Mac, you were around when it was just getting underway.
Yes.
The first year with Margaret Henningsen and Jan and all of the Jan Kemp, all these people. What's it mean for you to see it 54 years in?
You know, it's really something because I didn't know about Juneteenth. I went to junior college in Oklahoma from 1969 to 1971. And that's the first time I'd ever experienced Juneteenth. And when I came back to Milwaukee in 71, that's when it started at Northcott Neighborhood House. And Margaret Rogers Peterson Henningsen, who was an employee at Northcott Neighborhood House, had been to Atlanta where they were celebrating the Juneteenth event. And so they had a staff meeting at Northcott on 3rd Street, which is now King Drive. Businesses were leaving the community. People were selling their homes, moving out of the area, and staff just felt that something needed to take place to bring interest back into our community.
And here we are.
And so they incorporated some of the ideas that had taken place in Georgia, and it started 2 blocks from Wright Street to North Avenue. And
taking in the sights and sounds. Look at the car. Beautiful colors there. And we're going to check out the Lady Swagettes and Swag Boys dance team. They've got their float here as well. Another one of the entries for our competition today. They were established in 2015. And they're more than just a dance team. It says they are family and discover hidden gems without their own.
I love these mottos, you know. Ignite your dancing flame. You have a dancing flame, Mac?
Yes.
There you go. Good answer.
Mac keeps his boots on the ground over
That's
at
right.
Garfield 502, don't you?
well, Fireside and Little Will, and Catfish and Young.
That's what happens when you retire. You can do that. So let's check out these young people as they get set up to showcase their talents this afternoon. Again, the Lady Swagettes and Swag Boys. Let's not forget the boys.
Y'all look cute. Smile with it now. Get in your mind. Let's go. We gotta go.
That's the Lady Swagettes and Swag Boys, the dance team and the float. I love that Super Mario theme. Kids love their video games, so they're easy to recognize, that's for sure. Love it.
Yeah, nice float.
There's Gruber Law Offices. It's amazing that Mr. Gruber's been in this community for so very long. You say that and immediately what comes to mind? Say it together.
One call, that's all.
And it looks like our friends from The Truth, Good Karma Brands, 101.7, they are making their way through. They're waving that flag. Their award-winning audio platform that embraces Milwaukee's black community. And they launched not too long ago, January 4th of 2021. And really, they are telling what they call themselves, the truth.
The
when
truth.
They hit the airwaves from their own thoughts and opinions. And Tori Lowe, who's one of the air personalities, he has a walk against violence happening July 12th from 9 to noon at Victory Over Violence Park right here on King Drive.
The Good Karma Brands, owners of WTMJ Radio, 95.3 The Truth, and Daily Dodge.
Absolutely. That's MATC right there. And of course, they're a 2-year vocational technical college. I just have to say this about MATC. There are so many outstanding individuals that go on to be a part of the workforce that go through MATC, downtown and all the surrounding areas, including our producer, Shamaria, the producer of this parade. She is a product of MATC, and we have a number of photographers and floor directors and directors who all are products of MATC.
I was a product of MATC.
Yes.
When I graduated from high school, the guidance counselor said that I should take up carpentry because in 4th grade I had wood shop, and junior high, wood shop, metal shop, high school, wood shop, metal shop. So I took carpentry for 2 years, but then I decided, nope, I turned over to general education. I got a degree in education.
But look at you now.
Right.
Just look at you. Like, you never know where our education will take us, and that's why we emphasize to young people why education is so very important. But I hope I inspired somebody watching that you pick what you're good at and you go on to do that job. We have plenty of people who can tell you that it's paying off for them right now.
And I'm so glad to hear you really extend just MATC beyond just their name. You know, that's a critical institution for training working moms.
Yeah.
You know, moms who just want to get up on the economic ladder. That is the place that catapults them in healthcare and other set of services.
I love that, Frank. Mentor Greater Milwaukee, powered by your Milwaukee Bucks. One of my good friends is the executive director, Linnell Ramey. When I say that he loves the community and loves the young people that he works with, he really works hard to make sure these young people are partnered up with mentors to help them get to the next stage in life, somebody they can turn to, and that's what that's all about.
No doubt about it. Yeah, Mentor Greater Milwaukee. Linnell, you know, another product of MPS, did a lot of work at MPS, and now running this mentoring organization, it's been really a game changer for our young people.
I agree. They host a mentoring symposium every year that I get a chance to stop by, and it really does make a big difference. We've got the Milwaukee Buccaneers youth football and cheerleading dance coming through. They look like they can play a little ball, huh?
Oh boy, yes, they sure look like they can.
Yes, indeed. We talked about the importance of young people being involved in sports and the arts and all of these things. It keeps them off the streets. It helps them stay away from bad influences. And
they learn discipline.
Yeah, they're able to make their neighbors and their parents and their family members proud.
Absolutely.
And they are showcasing a little gymnastics. They're moving on through.
if we could think of one verb that's being used today that I notice throughout these performances is that word empower.
Yeah.
They all think about empowering the children through whatever it is, dance, football, baseball, all the groups that's gone through. It's about empowering them, and that's a great part.
I agree, and what I love about it is that what you see is the confidence of every one of them young people we've seen so far. Confidence.
Yep. And these are the Buccaneer cheerleaders. Can't have a football team without cheerleaders,
No, you can't.
guys. And their creed is honor, loyalty, respect. Gotta love it. That's our young people right there. We've got Crystal Ray Jesuit Milwaukee. They opened their doors in 2015 as the 29th Crystal Ray Network School in the U.S. And we're going to be going to break as you get that bird's eye view of all the people who have come out to witness today's celebration. It's Juneteenth 2025, and really it just makes my heart warm to see everybody come out and really showcase the theme, a celebration of love, life, and freedom.
No, Crystal Ray is another one of our college prep schools, again located on the south side, and it's been a long time institution, Jesuit institution, that allowed the kids to get a really, really strong education. Wonderful school. 100% of their graduates have gone on to 2 or 4 year colleges.
Wow. Can't get any better than that. As the continuance of this greatness comes down the street, we're going to take a quick break and come back to the 54th Juneteenth Day Parade and celebration. But one quick thing I just wanted to say, if you're sitting at home and you're thinking, this is great, this is what Milwaukee has to offer. All positive, and that's what today's about. Look at that bird's eye view.
Look at
Our
that view.
beautiful city. We will be right back. We are back, and that was what we call a bird's eye view of our city, and it's like the bird is coming in to land on one of the largest and longest running celebrations in the country, the Juneteenth Day Festival and Parade. Wow, look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. The city skyline in the background. Tell me, fellas, does it get better?
Doesn't get any better than this.
No.
Just to see the beauty of the people.
Absolutely. People lined up all the way down King Drive, historic King Drive, and really this is what makes us so proud to say that we live in Milwaukee.
Absolutely. I live for this, Mac.
Yes.
You know, we were talking earlier. It seems like yesterday we were here.
Right, a year ago.
And so it's a beautiful thing to witness.
Well, we're witnessing the Next Door Foundation, their early childhood education program, where they serve nearly 1,400 children a year from birth to 5 years. And they focus on getting children ready for school. And we know how important early education is.
Yes, behavioral and mental health support, medical and dental care, support parents with resources in areas of housing, employment and food, work with expectant mothers and prenatal services. They've done a great job for a long, long time.
Yes, indeed. And in this day and age, we love the fact that our babies can get the education they need to be caught up to where they need to be when they go on to grade school.
It's the foundation. Those
Yes.
early years, if you miss those early years, you're behind already.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. And this is Seton Catholic Schools. They're just coming on through as they celebrate Juneteenth as well.
One of our largest school systems on the Catholic schools, and the Seton schools have done a good job in that education portfolio of schools that we have.
Yes, indeed. And what's most important? As we take in the sounds of Juneteenth, what's most important is that everybody here today, before they leave, understand the meaning and the importance of Juneteenth.
I think they get it. If you look at the crowd, the diversity of the folks on the sidewalks, the performers, right? Northwest Lutheran Dance, part of Lumen Schools. Again, another group of schools serving our kids in the city of Milwaukee.
They offer free breakfast and lunch, faith-based instruction, and free tuition for qualifying families. So when we talk about the day and age where people are living paycheck to paycheck and struggling but still want the best for their children, these are the type of places they want to turn to. Let's check out the kids. They showed us what they're working with as they prance on off down the parade route, which the parade route today starts at 9th and Atkinson. It goes down King Drive to Five Corners, which is Atkinson and Keefe, and then ends on Burleigh. So it's not too late for you to come out and enjoy all that the Juneteenth Day parade and celebration has to offer. It goes until 4 o'clock this afternoon. There are so many vendors that you can shop from. It's almost an amazing number of vendors, 453 to be exact. And they come from as far as New York, California, and Texas. And I think they've added about 30 new vendors this year. So it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
We have the Kids Zone. We have Teen Zone. We have space for seniors.
Pan American Zone.
Absolutely, the Pan-African Zone. And so, yes, continuously expanding and innovating and making sure we include everybody.
Right. We have something for everyone this year.
All right, and they're showing the Kids Zone there and just really giving you an idea of everything that's happening. So the Kids Zone is right there in the Dr. Martin Luther King Elementary School playground.
That's right.
They've got carnival rides, Survive Alive House, face painting, and so much more. And we've got the Northwest Lutheran School that is doing a little something for the judges. That's their drum major, their drum team. So we've seen the dance team, now this is their drum team, drum major team. And of course we know from, I attended a HBCU, Central State University, drum majors, when it comes to the band, they are the ones who lead it off and set the tone. So it looks like these are young people in training to be the next drum majors at our HBCUs. Nice job. There's Chase Bank, another great sponsor with their fleet of custom Jeeps.
Largest bank in the U.S., over 4,700 branches, 16,000 ATMs, headquartered in New York, and operates in more than 60 countries.
Wow.
Wow.
It is a large bank.
That says quite a bit. And they're coming through. I mean, when you say their fleet of Jeeps, who got the keys to the Jeep. Beautiful colors. They're making their way through. You'll be able to see. Look at that. That metallic orange.
Yes, very nice.
And Jeeps are so popular these days.
They really are.
They got the top flipped back. Now, what's funny, Mac, earlier when you and Frank Gatson Jr., who's one of our celebrity judges, when he saw you, he said he remembered growing up that you always had a pretty awesome car driving around town. So you're checking out these Jeeps. You see the interior?
Right. Yes.
What was your favorite car of all time that you drove?
You know what? My uncle had given me a 1962 Oldsmobile. Deuce and a quarter, leather red interior seats. Couldn't tell me nothing.
Couldn't tell you nothing, huh? And so, did you have your music up loud?
No, we had a little sense in, parents didn't allow it.
Yeah, you said that was back in the day. We didn't do those things, right? And we just want to shout out the Milwaukee's mother of Juneteenth, Margaret Henningsen, who is watching today. She played such an intricate role in helping today be what it is. 54 years in, she visited her grandma down south, came back and told all of you guys, like, here's what we need to do.
That's right. And look at it today, all because of Margaret Henningsen. Yes. All right, Margaret.
So he didn't say all of your names. He just said Margaret Henningsen. You're out of trouble now, Mac.
That's the inside joke, everybody.
Yeah, that's her inside joke. He always says her maiden name.
Yeah,
wow.
what a humble lady.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And whenever you mention her name, she says, stop calling my name.
Absolutely, she does. But she definitely deserves that shout out. She's amazing. The Jeeps are still coming through. People advertising their businesses. So there are all kinds of small businesses that are out here showcasing what they offer through the vendors. And then you've got the businesses along King Drive who are also benefiting from the community coming down today and enjoying Juneteenth.
Yeah, a lot of businesses. You got Catfish Lounge there right across from Rose Park. And they have some of the best catfish and chicken and fries in the city. And oh, wow, just, organization New Horizons, Catherine's Child Care, they're here. They do foster care, child care, been in business for 39, 40 years. Just do a great job for our community.
One of the largest business improvement districts in the city. And when you say that, it's a miracle. King Drive was a place that, people would tell you, oh, don't go over on King, right. And we worked hard as a community to say, that's unacceptable.
Right.
Yeah.
Lots of wonderful people live there and work there, and it's unacceptable, and look at it now.
Yeah, I'd say growing up as kids, we could travel all over the city, and we did. We would go to Borchard Field, which is right on 8th and Locust, and walk to the lake twice a day, and you go anywhere.
Yeah.
And everyone knew everybody. You knew the people next door to you. You knew the people down the street.
The good old days. Now here's Shining Star Christian School that's coming through. They were founded in 2014, and they utilize school choice to fill empty, formerly operated Christian day schools, small community school with 1 to 15 to 18 instructor to studio ratio. Yeah. Did I say that right? 1
to 15 students.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And then we have Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin. They've got a great campaign going on right now where they are teaming up with Greeks who have gone through some donations of, the kidney donations, different things of that nature. They want to really heighten the awareness of organ donation. I got it out finally.
Blood research, it's a very important organization.
I think one of the key things although roughly 40% of Americans are eligible to donate, only about 3% actually do. We need to get out and donate.
Well, they've got their fans. That's the thing. This summer, it's all where the fans at. Work it out. I want to say these are the soulful miners of Milwaukee. Dancing their way through. Offer dance classes every other Thursday at Play-by-Play right there on Fond du Lac Avenue. Here come more cool cars with some great sounds, and let's just take a moment to take a look and a listen.
Wow.
I want to say this is a car you would have drove back in the day, man.
Yes. Yes.
What's the song? Someone top digging the scene with the gate.
Yes, the link. Woo-hoo.
Wow, these are some vehicles. I don't even know where you buy a car like this.
I don't either. I was just thinking about exactly that. Where do you get this?
And how much does it cost?
It has to be expensive.
It's gorgeous. You see them every now and then going up.
Lately, I've
going
been seeing quite a few on Fond du Lac. Yes. Oh, look at that one.
Whoa.
Mud bus.
Incredible.
And here we go with Fathers Making Progress. They're headed our way. And both of you would know a little something about being a great father. I mean,
You know, we couldn't be a father without a mother, but I could tell you this, with strong fathers, well, for boys and girls, strong fathers are so important to the confidence of the children. You know, moms do an unbelievable job of raising them, but without strong fathers, you see self-esteem issues with the children.
You know, they just had a big celebration where they honored Kwamanan as the Community Father of the Year.
wow, wow. I love that. And that is SGI USA, Soka Gaikai International USA. This is their band, and they are a Buddhist organization that aims to cultivate a society fostered by peace, culture, and education.
so wonderful to see an organization like this that honors Juneteenth.
Yes, indeed. And that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
We are a melting pot in America. And for us to be able to celebrate each other and celebrate each other's culture and holidays and celebrations, that's what living as one means, living in unity.
It's what brings peace. When you understand somebody on a cultural level, you learn to treat them differently. You learn to accept them for who they are.
I agree with you. And Touchpoint Support Services, they're walking through. They just came through, and they were founded in 2011 and won for the fifth year in a row for Modern Healthcare's Best Places to Work. So congratulations to them. We've got the LaBrue Troopers Veteran Services and LaBrue. I can't hardly see.
LaBrue.
I told him I left my glasses. Help me, somebody.
Named after Commander Sean LaBrue Owens.
He just came on through. He's a veteran, played a huge role in putting together the Veterans Zone today. There's Dr. Wright's Brown Deer Animal Hospital, and that's really amazing because Dr. Wright graduated with a bachelor's in biological science from UW-Milwaukee and veterinary medicine from UW-Madison. And he is one of very few black veterinarians. Only 2% of the workforce of veterinarians is made up of black Americans. So he's a true example to young people. You can do anything you want. But it blows me away. He has like 10 cats and I think 5 dogs or 15 dogs, something like that.
I am
Dr.
so proud.
Doolittle.
Yes. I am so proud to hear that stat because my firstborn is a veterinarian. And she does a wonderful job, and I'm glad to know she's contributing to that 2%.
Yes, indeed. And we hear those sirens, the Milwaukee Fire Department making their way through. And our producer of today's parade, Shamaria, her husband's a member of MFD, so I dare not let them go by without giving them their love. Shout out to her husband who's watching from the firehouse, I'm sure. And the Milwaukee Fire Department was actually established in 1875. 30 fire stations, 30 engines, 8 trucks, 13 paramedic units, 6 battalion chiefs, 2 heavy rescues, dive rescue, and a fire boat.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Under Chief Aaron Lipsky's leadership. Motto is courage, integrity, honor. Milwaukee Fire Department consists of 700 firefighters.
Chief Lipsky come from a long lineage of Lipskys in the Milwaukee Fire Department. I think he's like 4th generation of grandfather and dad and everybody else and his brothers. The Lipsky name goes really deep in Milwaukee Fire Department.
I love that. And this is the Milwaukee Brotherhood of Firefighters who are being represented today. And these are African-American firefighters who come together to help make a difference in the community as well. And it all of the Milwaukee Fire Department, one big brotherhood, because these guys live with each other for so many days out of the week, and then they get to go home to their wives and girlfriends. But it really takes that camaraderie to be able to come together to fight something as scary and as traumatic as a fire.
And they do so much more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Than
Save
just
lives.
fighting fire, saving lives. You know, they have the smoke detector replacement program where they come and install it in your home for free.
And we'll knock on the doors to find out if you have a smoke detector.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No, it's phenomenal.
We've got more of the Milwaukee Fire Department coming through. They brought out all the big trucks today.
Yes. And the kids love seeing.
Yeah, and you're talking about the work that the firefighters do. You know, growing up, there was always that image of the firefighter getting that kitten out of the tree.
Exactly.
You know, growing
if that's
up,
the only problem they have today, right?
But growing up in grade school, you know, I went to Hopkins, and the fire station was just a block away from the school. So we had an opportunity to go visit the fire station, and what a joy, what a joy.
Yeah, I bet.
Every now and then they let us slide down the pole.
Wonderful.
Let's just check it out.
By the way, thanks for that. Do you know it's an African American who came up with the idea of the pole?
Wow.
They were running down the stairs, and they timed the amount of time that it took. And somebody raised the issue, that's too much time. And he put a stainless steel. Well, the first one was a wood pole until he got a sliver in his hand and said, we're done with that.
Back to the drawing board. Huh?
Right.
Wow, that's a great fun fact. Thank you for that, Frank. Just taking in the sights and the
what a great shot that is.
Love it.
Well, you can tell I couldn't be a fireman. I'm scared of heights.
Just taking in the sounds and the sights of Juneteenth 2025, a celebration of love, life, and freedom. 54 years. These cute little ladies. And coming up for us, we've got Courage Plus. They've got a float, and they are competing for that float today. Courage Plus, talking about LGBTQ plus youth and giving them a sense of community centered around care, safety, and acceptance. So very important in this day and age. And it provides safe and inclusive housing, trauma-informed care, and education. So, like I said, they're making their way through with quite a message today. Inclusion, mentorship, recognition, all those things are so very important.
And again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but to have them here today, it shows that we've made so much progress where the LGBTQ plus community would say, we need to be a part of Juneteenth. You know, it's just a beautiful thing.
Just you said, it's about care, safety, and acceptance.
Well, speaking of care, the American Red Cross, founded in 1881, they are here today, and we know that when people deal with house fires and things of that nature, the American Red Cross is there. 90% of the responses are house fires, and they will also install free smoke alarms for those who sign up. In the parade today is Mark Thomas, the Wisconsin Region CEO, and Mylisha McFarland, who's the Milwaukee Chapter Disaster Program Manager. Everybody coming out today to celebrate Juneteenth.
No doubt.
I must give a shout out to American Red Cross Region CEO Mark Thomas. He's a good friend. There Mark is right there, my brother. Love you. Happy retirement.
Oh, the Medical College of Wisconsin 414 Life, Milwaukee's first hospital-based violence interruption program, and they really came on the scene understanding what needs to happen on the scene of crimes and things of that nature. So they're focusing on reducing the burden that gun violence places on individuals and families in Milwaukee County by actually treating gun violence as a disease.
No doubt, and you know, somebody like Reggie Moore must be included in that because he played such a great role in the development
helping get them off the ground.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a quick break and come back with more of the sights and sounds of Juneteenth 2025, a celebration of love, life, and freedom here on TMJ4. Welcome back to Milwaukee's 54th Juneteenth Day Parade and Celebration. I'm Andrea Williams alongside my co-hosts Mac Weddle and Frank Cumberbatch. We are going to go right over to Gideon Verdine, who is getting ready to really kick things off with our opening ceremonies. Gideon.
All right. How's everybody doing out there? Happy Juneteenth, Milwaukee. Come on, we got to do better than that. This is live television right now. Happy 54th annual Juneteenth, Milwaukee. Yes, it is so beautiful to see all you out today, the young people, the elders. Everybody say community on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. That's what it's all about. I am so honored. My name is Gideon Verdeen. I'm a reporter with TMJ4 News. I used to come here as a child, and I'm on TV now, Granny. I am so happy to be here and honored to be your presenter today for the opening ceremony. Juneteenth is so special to me. It's my favorite day of the year. It's my favorite festival, and I just love seeing all your faces. So thank you so much. We're going to get right into it, and in order to do that, we have to give respect to our ancestors. Can I get an amen? We have to, and we brought the perfect person to do it, a good friend of mine, a good face in the community. A lot of you know him, a historian, someone who has helped push Milwaukee forward in so many different ways. Please give a warm welcome to Claiborne Benson, who will be giving our libations.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. I am honored to be here as well as flowing. And so keep in mind that there are many ancestors, starting from 1972 all the way to now. We have been celebrating Juneteenth Day, and I remember my friend Bill Taylor up here doing the libation and doing the program. We all remember him as a reporter with Channel 4. Very, very important person. Freedom, the lady up the street said Freedom Day. It is our Freedom Day. But keep in mind, it's a freedom to vote. You got to vote. It's a freedom to get an education. You got to get an education. It's a freedom to raise your children in a way that is representative. Very, very important. As an American citizen, freedom gives us a right to be American citizens. So keep that in mind. Let's give honors to that of Gerald Jones, who just passed recently. Gerald Jones, a power broker, a person who cared about our community. Many institutions were in place because of Mr. Gerald Jones. And Miss Anna Robinson of 6888. Man, what a terrific woman. You got to give applause to Miss Anna Robinson. You got to give applause to Miss Robinson. She lived to 104 years old. Very, very special woman who served in the 6888, the postal delivery to in World War II. And so they were about to name the building after her as a result of Congressman. So here we are. I want to say that over the last 6 months or so, Salvation Army has purchased a building at Central City Plaza. 6 and Walnut, those of you know where 6 and Walnut is. And so they have made a decision to redesign their design in a way in which it reflects the work of Mr. Alfonso Robinson. So that's an important decision that they've made. And it's an investment of money that they put into it. He builds it and designs it in a way that it reflects our African ancestors using Ndinka symbols, and they've decided to continue with that design. They deserve a round of applause for doing that. Thank you very much. And so when they put the sign up giving honor to the people who made that possible, because our people put that building and the Halyard Park district in place to reclaim our neighborhood. Our neighborhood was Bronzeville, Walnut Street. They wanted to be able to move back there. However, it didn't work financially. And so we want to make sure that the sign reflects those people of Thelma Cheney, Emma Butts, Beachy Brooks, Mrs. Artie Halyard, the liquor store, the cab company, the clinic, the bowling alley, the dining, the churches, all of these businesses that went in there that just could not make it. We want to make sure that they are remembered in those buildings. And so I want to send that call out to the spirit so that the ancestors will hear. Salvation Army, make sure that you make sure our ancestors are remembered also in those markers that you put up. I'm going to do my libation. and the flower. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And so I'm going to pull the libation. Here we are from the motherland, the cradle of civilization. Ashe. Say Ashe with me, please, if you would. For the ancestors with their intolerable spirit. I say Ashe. For the elders who provide much for us and we learn from them. I say Ashe. For the youth who represents the promise for tomorrow. I say Ashe. For the people, the original people, African people, our people, I say Ashe. For in remembrance of those who have struggled on our behalf, I say Ashe. And for the Creator that provides all things for us, I say Ashe. Thank you.
All right, make some noise for our libation. Claiborne Benson. Can't start an event like this without it. Also, we got to acknowledge these beautiful young people. Can y'all give them a round of applause? You will learn a lot more about them very shortly. And also, let's give a shout out to Northcott Neighborhood House for all of their work for 54 years on Juneteenth, behind the scenes, the sweat, blood, and tears that goes into putting on this event. Come on, y'all can do better than that. Show them some love. I would like to welcome Northcott's board president, Lamar Franklin. Give him a warm welcome, guys.
Thank you for that. I'm here to say I'm proud of these young people here and the things that Northcott's doing. And let's enjoy the day. Like I said, respect these youngsters. All of them got scholarships. So Northcott's doing a heck of a job. And I'm very proud to be part of that. I've been part of Northcott for about 45 years and a couple other boards that I serve on. But let's have fun today. Let's be respectful and enjoy it. And patronize the different stands out there, so they need the money. Thank you.
All right, one more time, Lamar Franklin and the Northcott Neighborhood House. Listen, today is a day for us to bridge the gap. So you young people, you might not know some of these faces, but they are here today for you to meet them, greet them, get to know them. So let's bridge the gap, okay? Today, if it's somebody you don't know, you're gonna reach out and get to know them. Can I get an Ashe? All right. And there's so many people in our community that give back. So many good people, way more than bad. And I just want to thank all of them. I want to bring up another very important person in our community, the president, CEO of Bader Philanthropies. I need you all to give a warm welcome to Daniel J. Bader.
Thank you, Gideon. Thank you for hosting us this year. Happy Juneteenth Day to everybody. We are so excited to be presenting sponsor once again this year. I want to first of all thank with my sincerest heart the folks at Northcott Neighborhood Center, Lamar, Tony, all of you, and the many, many hundreds of volunteers who have been involved in putting on Freedom Ball. You guys have done an amazing job, so thank you. I agree with Gideon that this is one of my favorite days of the year because we are celebrating both community and freedom together in one. What could be better than that? It's an amazing experience. It's amazing to be out here today, seeing all of my friends and meeting new people. At the foundation, we have 5 values that we cherish: dignity, compassion, humility, integrity, and service. And this year, we are focusing on dignity. We believe in upholding dignity. Dignity is important for every single human being. And I can think of no better way to celebrate that to mention our beautiful Juneteenth court who are here today. These young people, these beautiful young people teach us so much every day. They teach us how to be dignified. They teach us how to be respectful, and I thank you. Happy Juneteenth Day, everybody.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bader. All right, looking for the family of Anna Mae Robertson, our Grand Marshal. Don't see him at the moment, but I know they're here at the parade and at the festival. But I would want to acknowledge the Grand Marshal for this 54th Juneteenth, Miss Anna Mae Robertson, World War II veteran, American hero, trailblazer, a member of the 6888 Battalion. You remember the Netflix movie that was made after her story? It has inspired us all. If you need young people inspiration, just Google Anna Mae Robertson, okay? Learn more about her, and we'll get the family back up here shortly. But I would also like to introduce the court. Y'all ready for the Juneteenth court? In order to do that, I would like to get a little help from Felicia Williams. Give it up, Milwaukee. Show her some love.
And we are going to allow opening ceremonies to continue, but we're getting back to all of the excitement that's also happening here on King Drive. Opening ceremonies is there on King and Locust. And we have the ladies of, I think that was Sigma Gamma Rho that just went through. And we missed, talking about all of these great fraternities and sororities. We saw the Sigmas, we saw the Qs, KA Psi, the AKAs came through, the Pauline Redmond Cox Foundation also came through, along with the men of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternities. So all of them representing here in a major way today. And we're looking and seeing our more great rides coming through. How many inches are those wheels?
Whoa.
I don't know. You don't know, Matt? Matt said, whoa.
They're so creative in these vehicles. I just don't understand how they do this. Oh. Sorry.
So, a lot of great things to see here today. When we talk about our Grand Marshal, because they are going through opening ceremonies as we speak, just what a great legacy that the late Miss Anna Mae Robertson leaves behind. When we kicked off the show, for those who weren't here, Oprah Winfrey did a very special message in honor of Anna Mae Robertson. And Oprah, not forgetting her roots here in Milwaukee, did not hesitate to send that message to the family and to everybody living here. Embrace who she was, and we just lost her May 30th, 101 years old.
I was part of the team to pick the marshal, and when her name came up, it was over.
A no-brainer.
It was over.
Yeah.
We had a lot of names on that list, very prominent Milwaukeeans, and I don't recall who put a name on the list, but the conversation was over, and rightly so.
Yeah, Tyler Perry did the Netflix film, the 6888, which Oprah appeared in along with Kerry Washington and so many others, and that really allowed people to connect the dots on who she was and to know that she lived right here on Milwaukee's north side. Like, you can't just, take that with a grain of salt. So I'm so privileged that I was able to do a story with her and her daughters. What was that, in February? And so they invited me into their home and allowed me to meet her, and I can't thank them enough for that. And they even brought me back a replica of the Congressional Gold Medal, so
Beautiful.
They're now family to me too.
There you go. There you go.
We've got more groups coming through. Young ladies, pretty in pink. That's not the name of them, they just are pretty in pink. Looks like they're about to perform. Prospect University Sports Incorporated. They are on a mission to empower young people from diverse socioeconomic backgrounds, and they're affiliated with the AYF League. Let's check out their performance. Here come the players from Prospect University Sports Incorporated. They've got a float that they have actually added to this competition today, and these kids play tackle football ages 5 to 14.
You know, it's getting pretty hot out there right now, so it's
oh, yeah.
You could tell it's taxing some of them in the heat. I'm sure that blacktop is pretty hot.
You know it is. You know it is.
76 degrees.
But what a beautiful day.
What a wonderful
day. Stormed all last night, rained yesterday, and then the sky's clear to celebrate freedom.
And the God said, you know what? We will shine upon them.
The young man that just took the pictures.
First stage is here. One of the nation's most acclaimed theaters for young audiences and families, the Theater Academy training. They've got theater and education programs, and just talking about how arts and theater makes a difference in the lives of our young people.
So much for our children to do. You know, again, this is another event that exposes activities for the parents to know what they can put their children into.
Oh, absolutely.
Couldn't agree with you more.
What I want to say, Andrea, was the gentleman that took the pictures works for the state of Wisconsin. He's the deputy secretary of all the Wisconsin high school libraries, Dr. Darrell Williams.
Yes, he was just over here snapping our photos, so thank you for that. And before we head to break, we're asking viewers throughout the area about what Juneteenth means to them. Here's Bridget and Portia.
So Juneteenth is an opportunity for us to pause and think about freedom, pause and think about how we can celebrate and experience love and spread joy in our own microcosm of a culture.
I truly enjoy celebrating our culture and being able to have a day that celebrates our culture where we can all come together. Even different races can come together and be at one and be at peace and enjoy the celebration of independence.
Welcome back to the 54th Juneteenth Parade and Celebration. Wow, giving you a view of all of this celebration of freedom that is happening today. A celebration of love, life, and freedom. We're on historic King Drive, and when we talk about perfect weather, bringing community together, it doesn't get better than that. I'm Andrea Williams, this is Mac Weddle and Frank Cumberbatch. So glad to have you guys with us. That is Kingdom Church that we're seeing there on the screen.
Yes, Kingdom Church strives to be a church that wins the lost by going where they are. Wonderful. Take church to the people.
Amen, Mac.
Yes, amen.
Then we got Kingdom Jewels Ministries Incorporated. That's their float, founded in 2004 by Elder Yolanda Roberson. And their purpose is to meet the spiritual and social needs of young ladies between the ages of 11 and 19. And they have a great motto. Frank, you said you like the mottos. What is that motto?
Cultivating the spirit and renewing the mind.
Just let that marinate.
Oh,
yes.
Just let that soak in a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know?
And what we want everybody to know today is look at all the different programs that are out here that are educating our young people.
You're absolutely right, Mac. Waving at my guy, Earl Stokes.
Early Earl, I call him. Early Earl.
We're a giving place, man. It's
Yeah.
amazing how some people who I see it every day as part of the foundation, people who have nothing will step up to help somebody else.
Absolutely.
It's you know, it just warms the human spirit to know that people have that mindset.
I agree.
Absolutely, and we have a view now of the stage there, but right next to our stage are those young ladies from the Kingdom Jewels Ministries Incorporated. They're on the float, and what I see, that right there is what we want. That's a lady.
That's right.
And that's what we want to instill in our young women, how to be ladies, how to wave your hand. They look absolutely beautiful, and that's instilling old school values.
Old school values.
Yeah.
Yes. Respect yourself and others.
That's right. You respect yourself, and you'll be surprised how many other people will respect you following.
Absolutely.
Community Cry Incorporated is making their way past these beautiful young ladies who have the Princess Wave down pat. Community Cry is a faith-based nonprofit, and they were established in 2017, focusing on everything from empowerment to education.
There's that word again.
Yep, empowerment. You
just
know it, Frank.
I don't know how that came about. You know, it's the theme.
Absolutely.
And just as we're talking about young people, Pathfinders has played such a huge role in the lives of young people in this community. They were formed in 1970 as a shelter for runaway and homeless youth by members of Plymouth Church, UW-Milwaukee faculty and students, and it's one of Wisconsin's oldest and most effective nonprofit organizations serving young people who are in crisis. So it's so good to have them here showcasing what they do on a daily basis as well. There's that word again, empowering youth and young lives. And so while they are making their way through, we're going to go to a quick break and come back with more of the 54th Juneteenth celebration and parade making its way down historic King Drive. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Milwaukee's Juneteenth Day parade and celebration on historic King Drive. TMJ4 is so proud to bring this to you live on this day celebrated for freedom and resilience is what I like to say. I'd like to have my co-hosts introduce themselves.
Frank Cumberbatch, Vice President of Engagement at Data Philanthropies. Such a special moment to be here.
Mac Weddle, former executive director of Northcott Neighborhood House, volunteer. It's just a great day in the neighborhood. Second mayor of Milwaukee. That's what we like to tease him and call him. But just really taking in the sights and the sounds of Juneteenth. It's a great day. It's absolutely beautiful. Remembering why we are here today to celebrate freedom. Wanted to quickly just remember some of the great people who helped make today possible. We talked about Margaret Henningsen earlier as the mother of Juneteenth here in Milwaukee, but don't want to forget TMJ4's Bill Taylor, the late Bill Taylor, who came from WNOV radio and made his way to TMJ4 to make a difference, shining a light on what we call Positively Milwaukee. Just want to throw that out there. Can't forget him, and shout out to his daughter, Danae, who's at home watching. We got the Milwaukee Teachers Education Association that's coming through. Democratic Union of more than 5,600 Milwaukee public education workers, guys, and they advocate for themselves, the students, everybody involved.
Very strong union in our city.
watching things flow right on down. And we talk about sports. Max, so many times I've been around you and watched young people come up and say, Mac Weddle was like a father to me. And you, through Northcott Neighborhood House, really did provide sports and things of that nature.
Yes, it's just a blessing, when young people come to me and, they tell me that I meant so much to them in their lives. And
yeah, Milwaukee Rec, as we see Milwaukee Rec going by sports in the park.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where it was.
Right. But I tell young people I was having just as much fun with them as they was having with me.
Oh, I love that.
I didn't know this is what I was doing.
Well, this is the Red Bike and Green Black Community Building Collective that works to enhance the physical, mental, economic, and environmental health of Black communities by creating and promoting a relevant and sustainable Black bike culture. All of that plus you're in shape. I love it.
Yeah, I do too. It's a double bottom line. You get in shape and you bring awareness to health and, embrace the bicycle. Yeah.
I need to embrace a bicycle. Mine's just been
me
in the
too.
garage all this warm weather.
I have one sitting in the stationary, sitting in the TV room. And,
Not the TV room.
Yeah, it got a lot of clothes on it,
I hear you. Look at these young people. I believe that's a I Have a Dream Foundation making their way through, and they too empowering students from historically marginalized communities to thrive at school, home, and the community, providing post-secondary tuition assistance. And you said something earlier now that stands out to me when we continue to hear the word empowerment.
Yes, I just noticed it being lifted up, but it's a good word for today, isn't it?
It is.
To empower people to carry on, keep the fight, be resilient, have grit, and work your way through the struggle.
Yes, indeed. There's more fans. Where are them fans at? I should have started a business this year. That is actually Celebrity Status Barber and Beauty Academy. They offer haircuts for kids, teenagers, beard trims, weaves, box braids, you name it. And appointments are honored first, but walk-ins are certainly accepted. And I believe they are in Mayfair Mall.
I'll leave here after this with three things. Boots on the ground, the fan, and empowered.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'd love to see you in some cowboy boots, right? Get some boots on the ground.
Yeah, boots on the, I'm going to take you up on that.
I have the boots and the fan.
I know that's right. So here we have Flex Ride Milwaukee. They're coming through. Mobile SE is what I think that's how we are.
Yes.
Mobilize is, I think it's, but it's SE
mobilize.
for the
SE for Southeast Wisconsin, maybe. I don't know. We're guessing.
Mobilize.
Yeah, but it's mobilized.
Oh, Mobilize.
Yes.
Thank you for that, guys.
Yeah.
They were founded in 2015, and they'll have to forgive me for screwing up their name, but they convene regional leaders and advocates for transportation choices and operate Flex Ride Milwaukee. So taking people to jobs, if I understand from just what I know about them, they've taken people to jobs outside of the Milwaukee area because there are a lot of jobs that are available, but people can't get to them. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Right. So great service.
Now I don't want to mess this up. I'll let y'all say that.
Which one is Festus?
Festus.
There it is.
Auto Group.
Yes.
Yes.
Kaylin Haywood.
How y'all doing? Come on, how y'all doing? It's Juneteenth. All right, before I get started, I want to acknowledge my colleagues, State Senator Dora Drake, State Representative Supreme Mora Makunde, and State Representative Shaquana Taylor. So, it's supposed to rain today. but it didn't. So we're gonna use this day to celebrate as we do every Juneteenth, because Juneteenth is important. We acknowledge the work that's happened, the effort that's took to get here, the progress, the labor. But also Juneteenth is the day we realize that it was delayed then, but we are still waiting on true freedom. We are still waiting on equity. We are still waiting on justice. So as we celebrate today and we get out here in the streets and we support each other and we love on each other, tomorrow we get back to action. Tomorrow we lock back in, we show up just like we did today, and we get the job done because the job is not finished. But I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and happy Juneteenth.
All right, keep that energy up. Young people, when y'all see all these beautiful faces of color in office, whether it's downtown City Hall or Madison, just know they represent you, okay? It's okay for you to pull them aside today and say, hey, how you doing? My name is, okay? Introduce yourself. Get to know these wonderful people on this stage, because it might be you next time, and we want to see you leading the community to the next level. I would like to bring up another speaker, the 13th District County Supervisor, Priscilla E. Cogs-Jones, and County Board Chairwoman, Marcelia Nicholson. Make some noise.
Hey, Milwaukee, how y'all doing out there? I love the energy. Like I was introduced, my name is Priscilla for the People Cogs-Jones, and I have the privilege and honor of representing this district that y'all standing in right now. Give it up. So I just want to tell y'all looked absolutely amazing in the parade today. I love the energy, the representation. Milwaukee is the longest Juneteenth festival parade in this country, y'all. Be proud of that. No, y'all got to make loud noise. Be proud of that. Thank you. And as we talking about culture and legacy, I must give much respect to my grandmother, the first Black woman representative of the state legislature, Marshal P. Cogs, who was the proposed generator legislation of Juneteenth Day. So as we talk about legacy and culture, I am the third generation Cogs to hold a seat as a Milwaukee County Supervisor. I held the same district that my mother represented 20 plus years ago, Elizabeth Cogs. Now, as we talk about culture and legacy, I gotta give props to my Uncle Spencer, who then moved that legislation that my grandmother proposed to make Juneteenth a national recognized holiday in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So Milwaukee, y'all got a lot to be proud of, not only for the people that y'all are, but the people that y'all put in the seats to represent you. And on that, I'ma leave out. Peace.
Do we have any other members of the county board?
As respect to my elders, I'm sorry, Gideon, I gotta give respect because Congresswoman Moore said, what happened to Ike? As y'all know, my grandfather was the first Black county supervisor to hold a seat as an elected official. So giving respect to my family, giving respect to the legacy, and I wanna thank my family who are here today that is continuing on that legacy as well. And then on that note, Congresswoman, can I end? I'll end on that note. Peace, y'all.
We are back. Welcome if you're just joining us. It's the 54th Juneteenth Day Parade and celebration. A celebration of love, life, and freedom. We've got our boots on the ground right here on King Drive. I'm Andrea Williams.
Mac Weddle.
Frank Cumberbatch.
Yes, and we are proud to be your host today. So many outstanding dance teams, floats, elected officials, grassroots organizations, businesses, you name it, they're coming through. You hear that? They're doing
boots on the ground.
Not the fans, but they're doing it with the engine. Take a listen. Let's just hear it. Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful day in Milwaukee. Now, guys, we've been here since 9 a.m. talking about all these great organizations coming through. 200 parade units this year. It gets bigger and bigger every single year. And a shout out to the 260 volunteers
Yes.
who gave their time
Absolutely.
to help make today possible as well.
It flowed nicely, very orderly, well respected. People honored the time. Everything just went so smooth.
Yes.
It's amazing.
And of course, following the parade, this does not end until 4 o'clock this afternoon. There are over 450 vendors who have come from all over the country, especially we want to support those who live right here in Milwaukee as well. And they are here to showcase their businesses, support them, and make sure we show them that we love them on this day of freedom. So, like I said, things going on until 4 o'clock. There's the teen zone that's over there at Rose Park, kids zone at the MLK Elementary School playground, the senior zone that's at MLK and Locust in the old Walgreens parking lot. And at King and Ring, there's the arts and cultural zone. And look at this right here. This is powerful.
That's right.
This is the Juneteenth flag. And they are, I believe this is the Black Cowboys. Is that the Black Cowboys? I bet that young man right there, he's about 16 years old.
Right.
And he has so much knowledge about how the Black Cowboys came about and why. He told me he doesn't like to be called a cowboy because somewhere in history when they were saying, go get that cowboy, he's a black horseman is what he said.
Ha. I love that.
I said, teach me, young man, teach me.
That. I love that.
And we love the Black Cowboys and all that they offer.
Here we are in the 21st century, and we still have these experiences for our young people to understand what it was like. You know.
Yep, that's the beauty of Juneteenth Day.
Yes.
You know, it's a celebration of people coming together, but it's also a learning experience.
Absolutely, and it gives you something to be proud of. All the good things that Milwaukee has to offer came through here today. So I thank you, Mac and Frank, for joining me here on the desk. You did an amazing job, and we thank you for lending your expertise on what you know about this community, being in this community, and making a difference in this community.
Thank you for having us. It's such a pleasure, such a joy. I look so forward to it.
I just want to thank everybody at home for watching. If you can't come out here yourself, then we were here to showcase to you everything that is happening here on historic King Drive. And as we leave, enjoy some of the highlights from this year's parade. Thanks for watching TMJ4 News at noon. That's coming up next.